don't know where we started this sentiment that men don't like women with children when I've never seen a single mom struggle to get a man or keep one. This whole idea that having children devalues you or doesn't make you a hot commodity or doesn't make you desirable.
So I actually want to get a more male perspective here because I saw a post saying that, oh, if you date somebody with kids that you're settling for less. And I'm like, damn, like that's where but I wanted to get like a male perspective. So the men that's dating single moms, come to the front.
So I've noticed lately that broke men are trying to convince single mothers that rich men don't want them.
Bro? Not bro. That's okay. That's wild.
And the funniest thing about that to me is the reasons are usually like, oh, it's so much harder, it's going to be more expensive. They're looking at the children as obstacles. They're looking at these women as used goods.
Because you are dating a single mom, that we need your help or your assistance, or that you're taking on all the kids that come with us. I don't know what's up with these guys out here, and I'm dating and I'm new to this, and I'm a single mom, a successful businesswoman that doesn't necessarily need your help. The only
It's not about that, because a lot of y'all do. Some motherfuckers be playing the role of like they don't, but they internally they be really trying to get a motherfucker for that. They'll fake a, I don't need this, don't need that, I'm cool with you not doing this, not doing that. But when the friends get to asking what is he doing, the family get to asking well, what is he around for, and coworkers get to asking, hey, you this, that, and the third, how that situation going because you got X amount of kids or so and so. Y'all know at the end of the day it's gonna hurt your soul when you be like, well, I told him he ain't gotta do nothing, this, that, and the third, and that's what's gonna come up next. But I digress. I'll let her finish real quick before I finish out. But this shit sounding crazy and crazier to me.
thing that I need your help with is to be my man and consistency and show up in the relationship.
No man wants to be second to a woman who has kids. Is this a thing? Like, do y'all feel like if you date a single mom that you are second to her kids? And what is it that causes you to feel this way?
Dating as a single mom is just not even close to anywhere near as bad as social media makes it seem. And I think everyone's experience is subjective because I can only really speak on mine, and mine have just been fine. Me having a child has not stopped me from dating one, and it has not stopped me from dating good men at that. So like, I just want to start off with that. Secondly, I think that the loud minority on social media is just not worth paying attention to.
Every time you have another kid by another man or multiple kids by multiple men, your dating pool of men that will take you serious and want to date you to marry you and see you as a wifey prospect and see you as somebody they want to build their life with and take serious gets smaller. And that's just bottom line, period, end of story, end of discussion, no argument.
There are 50% at least of the population are women.
She get it.
A certain percentage of those women have children. Some in relationships, marriages, some single moms. Of all the women that you could choose to date and spend your time, energy, and resources, efforts on, you choose a single mother.
Hey, bro with the blue suit cooked, man. For real, for real. Hey, he ain't lied, man. It's one of them things, and I can speak from personal experience. I'm not saying, all this gotta be the end all be all, but there's definitely heavy facts stated you will be second, and then a lot of people gonna be like, and you is, then why the fuck is anybody should sign up for that? Nobody is saying that you shouldn't be second, but my thing is when dudes out here telling dudes you ain't gotta come second, you don't gotta come second, you don't. Personally for me, I don't plan on coming second to my own kids, so why would I just, I understand that a little bit, a while back when I was trying the single mom thing. Like I said, not all single moms is bad. Not all single moms is gonna have this disdain for dudes. But what everybody gotta realize in the situation is, if the single mom go about it treating you how she would treat a dude as if she didn't have kids, you know what they gonna say. It goes back into what I was saying before about the other situation with women. What's gonna happen is people are going to ask her, why is he around if you putting him first? And then the only other thing is gonna be this. They gonna get hit with the, oh, you put a dude before your kids. They can't wait to say that shit. So, but that's how real relationships work. The two spouses come before the kids. That's just how it goes. The kids gonna grow up, leave. They not gonna be there. And you only pretty much got a good 16, if that, 16 years, 13 years with them. By the time they hit 13, going into their 10 years, they don't even want to be around you. So that little shit that y'all getting worked up over about them being 8, 9, 10, 11 years old when they mommy and daddy everything, but as soon as them little motherfuckers hit 13, 14, and 15 and they outside, they ain't gonna be thinking shit about you. And that's not to say when we hear putting your spouse before your kids, I think people think on the most extreme level of, well, if they was dying, you still come first. If they was starving and they ain't eat all day, we still gonna wait for dad to eat before the starving kids eat. Like 90% of the time, don't nobody care about that. But I'm talking about what people really mean when they say the spouse come before the kids is happiness. As simple as that. Them being sad for a couple hours when you go out on a date ain't gonna be fucking bad. It ain't gonna fuck their whole life up at the end of the day. If you got a history of kind of doing that shit, it might be something different, but that can happen in a relationship where the biological father and the biological mother there. So I just say all that to say some of this shit just don't be making sense a lot of times. And what people got to realize is if you is out in the dating world, personally, I'm not doing no single moms no more. It's over with. Because after I got a taste of, getting back into women that don't got kids, it's real hard. It would just be like, you know what, having that time to just do whatever the fuck you want when you want to do it, that's cool. So, and then maybe we should keep the sentiment of don't date people without kids unless you got them. Sometimes it's like that, but we already know some of these dudes be out here with these women that be like, they want a blank canvas. They want to be able to have the kids, but then they want somebody that ain't got them. So they want a blank canvas to start all over on and fuck their whole life up after baby daddy 5 and 6, 7, 8, or baby mama 5, 6, 7, 8. Like, yeah, now we ain't talking about the ones that shit don't work out. That's a different story for another time. Everybody's relationship ain't gonna work out. Everybody's shit ain't perfect. You gonna have some divorces, some breakups before the kid turn a certain age. You gonna have that. So that's different. Those women and men is in a different category. We strictly talking about motherfuckers that go out here, reproduce with motherfuckers that they only knew for about 6, 7, 8 months. And within that first year, they already got some kid on the way. No wedding ring, no talking about deep relationships. Them the motherfuckers we talking about. So, yeah, with that being said, man, it's Red Drakey Drake. If you decide you want to go down that road and be playing with somebody else's kids and getting put in the back seat and getting told you got to wait on X, Y, and Z, be my guest. Red Drakey Drake, man, I'm out of 330.